Welcome to my final story project. This takes place in a conference ballroom. I'm the keynote speaker at a conference that I give all around the world in which I share my journey on becoming a recognized counselor who pursues her purpose of helping others deal with their emotions and difficult situations in life, inspiring others to achieve their goals and work hard for them. My name is Gabriela Ortiz. I'm a licensed mental health counselor who has helped over 200 patients all over the world with different types of therapy through online or in-person sessions, guiding them into their self-discovery and providing them with the tools to cope with relationships and different problems. I was born and raised in Venezuela and immigrated to the United States back in 2021 when I was only 16 years old. Immigrating was one of the hardest things I went through, especially when it came to adapting to a new system of education. I felt lost. The language was different. I didn't know anyone, and getting into college sounded hard at that time. I had no clue where to start. You see me now as a successful person in my field, but for a long time, I wasn't very sure of what I wanted to do with my life or professional career. So let me explain. Throughout my life, I noticed that it was easy for me to connect with other people's emotions. I care about their problems, concerns, and feelings, but I was never clear on what I wanted to do with my life and what this meant to me. That's when my new student experience class, a class I took in my first year in college, came. Through several activities, I discovered my strengths, skills, and interests, and it turned out that my biggest strengths were my empathy, responsibility, achievement, and relator. This is what ultimately helped me understand that my purpose was to help others cope with their problems through my talents of empathy and communication. I felt a passion for making others feel heard, that they were being understood, and most importantly, that they didn't have to go through difficult times alone. Even when I knew my purpose, I wasn't very sure of what career I could pursue that related to all my abilities. That's when a friend of mine suggested counseling. I honestly don't know how I never thought about it until that moment. Counseling sounded perfect. It related to my strengths as it would require me to listen and put myself in other people's shoes. I could do this by trying to see things from their perspective so I could help them find solutions to their problems. That was everything I needed to start taking the steps towards my proper education to become a counselor. I started with my Associate in Arts degree and major in AA General Studies at Valencia College. Then I transferred to the University of Central Florida and received my Bachelor's of Science in Psychology. I completed my Master's of Arts degree in Clinical Psychology also at UCF, and following this, I completed my 2-year postgraduate internship, which allowed me to become a licensed mental health counselor, which is what I'm currently doing. I know hearing all that just sounds very easy, but there appear many obstacles throughout the way. Becoming a counselor had its difficulties, especially when it came to paying for my education, which was a total of $40,000. It was very expensive and something my family and I could not afford, at least all by ourselves. My counselor at that time helped me find a scholarship, the Florida Medallion Scholars Scholarship, which helped me finance 75% of my education. This is why I encourage you to make use of your resources. Because of this, I was able to take some of the financial burden from me and my family. Another thing I saw a lot during my time in college was the struggle to complete the necessary requirements for the career, which caused a lot of people to lose valuable time and money. Because I wanted to make sure this did not happen to me and I completed the requirements for my degrees, I took several steps that right now I suggest you to take notes on because they can help you out too if you're a college student. First, I checked my degree audit to check I was on the right track with the classes I needed to take to complete my Associate in Arts degree, and made sure to enroll in the classes I needed for transferring to UCF for my bachelor's degree in psychology. I also took tutoring sessions online and in person, which helped me in my math and composition courses and to prepare myself for tests during the semester. At the beginning of every semester, I went to the advising center and talked with my advisor to make sure the classes I enrolled in were the ones I needed to complete my degree and the ones that would benefit me the most. My advisor also helped me create a schedule I feel comfortable with. The My Plan assessment in Life Map, part of Valencia College, was extremely helpful in providing detailed information about career options within my psychology field. This helped me learn the necessary skills, education, and tasks psychologists need and allowed me to decide which path I wanted to take. Also, the Grad Ready assignment from my new student experience class helped me learn about the importance of planning financially for college and how to create my own budget. Now, taking you into a more present time, let's talk about my counseling career, as some of you may not know everything it involves. Through this career, I can give my patients the ability to look back on themselves and reflect on their feelings and emotions. That's why counselors provide people with the necessary tools to solve problems in their everyday lives by applying an understanding of human behavior. I give important advice and guide my patients through their problems. Through therapy, I can assist people to cope with their emotions, feelings, and trauma. I help and support people to understand and accept themselves and others. I also help my patients develop better communication skills and relationships. Advice on managing stress, improving self-esteem, and achieving balanced life, all by applying different types of therapies like cognitive behavioral, dialect behavioral therapy, psychodynamic therapy, and psychotherapy, among others. I know many of you might be curious of how my daily schedule can look like. Well, it includes checking the agenda to prepare for the day's patients, reading their history to remind me of the situations they're going through and what might need to be discussed during counseling, meeting with each patient, doing assessments to get to know them better, their abilities, strengths, and thoughts, checking to everything that happened during the session, and walking patients through different types of therapy. I also cannot talk about my career without talking about the 2-year internship I was required to do for my master's degree, because it was here that I gained experience nowadays I apply in my therapies and counseling sessions. During the first year in the program, I completed a 150-hour practicum experience at the Mental Health Association of Central Florida. The second year in the program, I also enrolled in an internship, this time at Children's Home Society of Florida. In total, I completed 1,000 hours of clinical work experience. I went through a long journey to finally be able to pursue my career as a counselor. Years of doubt, not knowing what I would do with my life, what my purpose was, how to start taking the right steps to become a professional. This is why I find it so important to share my story to these conferences, because I would have loved that at that time when I needed guidance, there would have been someone that shared a story like this with me. It's important to keep in mind that it's okay if we don't have everything figured out by the time we start college. We just need to take those first steps. I encourage you to make the most out of your resources and opportunities provided by college. Talk to professors, meet new people, attend different events, expand your knowledge, and understand your unique and special skills the same way I did. Work hard for you and your goals. Don't let others put too much pressure on you. At the end of the day, you are the one that will pursue that career for the rest of your life. But the most important part that I want you to take with you from this conference is to always make sure to fulfill your purpose in life and be true to yourself and your values. I hope you enjoyed this conference. It was a pleasure sharing my story and journey with you. Thank you for your time. Have an amazing day.